So this week I got into some additions to the garden space, one of them being these two vertical wall hanging planters. They got 8 spaces in them. They got pretty deep beds. I'm pretty excited about how much they're gonna actually be able to hold. So found these are really cheap too on just Facebook Marketplace. And I also built this raised bed right here. It's kind of a piece of junk, but it's gonna work. I just got some fresh soil to throw in there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do basil, Thai basil, mint, because I have had some really successful basil out here in this area where I just have no light coming through except for about 1.5 to 2 hours a day. This space doesn't get a lot of wind, pretty quiet location, but it just really does well for the existing basil that I have here, which is just doing fine all by itself right there. I have too many plants in one pot, I know, but that's exciting. I also have one raised bed in the back. It looks like I got about 2 or 3 more raised beds coming in, and I'll show you all some more stuff that I have in the back too. So I picked up this guy right here. This is a rolling raised bed. Don't ask me what I have in here, I don't know yet. I lost another fish, so I'm down to 2 fish, right? But I've been going for about a week strong with no fishing skin, so that's cool. One thing I want to point out that I'm doing pretty well, but you can't really tell because I've harvested it a couple of times, is I have a weird little just evaporation aquaponics system going right here, this thing, right? So the whole thing, you know, it holds water, doesn't drain, and as you can see there's a little bit of a water level in there, right? So I just have this filled up with some medium, and I just put fish water in there, and as that evaporates, basically what you have happening is nutrients existing inside the rocks, and the next day it just gets watered. I literally water it just right here with all my other potted plants, just like it's a pot. And these have been growing, doing very well. You can see the color of them. It's like a nice vibrant green. I've been cutting off them. I've probably harvested these like 10 or 12 times since I've had them. And you can see the ones that I have over here in the soil are just this like dull green. They still look good, but it's pretty unique. I mean, these are growing probably, you know, half as much, but still, it's just definitely something really interesting to see there, because I've never seen exactly that done. Over here I have, yes, Frankenstein raised bed going on with one of these fabric baskets. Gonna put something in there. Tore out my squash, right? My tomatoes over here are doing fantastic. I have a bunch here, and I have one that turned. It's inside the house. I'll show you all here in a minute. Oh, and then the other exciting thing is the leaves on my cranberry spinach plant, whatever you want to call it. These leaves taste like cranberries, so it's maple leaves, but they're delicious. They are getting nice and big. So, really excited about that. Getting tomatoes every single day off of this system. Definitely having some proof of concept pull through here, because when I first started, people were like, you know, I've never seen it. They're like, is this stuff gonna grow? I'm like, yeah, I've seen it work, you know, runs fine all the time for me. Oh look, there's a little one hiding back in there. So, really awesome. I've got this plant. I don't know what is going on with this. I don't even know why I keep this plant alive. It's basically, it's just a tag-along bushy plant. It's bearing no fruit. It's been in here since this one has been growing. But we'll see. So here's a ripe tomato that I was telling you about. A couple little spots on it, but that's okay. Decent size. Pretty happy about that. And all the little cherries, I picked them off as soon as I see them get to be this color, and then they just turn on the counter right here. So, didn't really know that. The birds like to get at them whenever they start to turn any sort of red. So, number 1 issue is I need to get a bird to turn it. Number 2 issue is you have to pick them like right when they turn. But that's okay because I'm out there like every day. But this is just today's stuff because we usually have yesterday's stuff over here, but we've already eaten that up. So these are delicious. Put them in everything. Probably had about 50 to 100 off the 2 plants that we've had so far, and there's kind of no signs of them slowing down or stopping. And when all these guys start to turn, I know I've got about 10 or 12 off of that one plant. So I am very excited. I've been watering all of the plants with fish water, partly to mitigate a little bit of the ammonia that we've had building up in the system, but also just to get a little bit extra nutrition to these soil plants. So we'll see how that goes.